Hey girl, you've been getting your junk ripped by these claws and toenails for a long time. And today, I'm gonna show you how to dex these specials. No more heel kicks to the chest, that all changes today. So get your thumbs ready, or your fingers, cause we gonna slide right through those hairy legs and forearms. Will you come with me, girl? I'll see you there.
Put your time down when you learn that Dexy time.
Welcome to Dexy Time with Dave. Today, we're talking about TIGRA, aka Le Tigre, dexing her Special 1 and Special 2. Now, before we get started, does anybody want to get out? No, I'm just kidding. Make sure to check out the other episodes of Dexy Time with Dave. Those are down in the description below. Let's get into it, meow. Okay, the Special 1 we won't spend too much time on. It's 2 dex points, 1 and 2. And those impact points are pretty easy to see due to those extended hang times before executing the attacks. For those reasons, it makes it a lot easier to dex this if you're up against the wall. Now let's bring on the dings.
Oh yeah.
Now for what you guys have been waiting for, the Special 2. But for the most part, if you're away from the left side wall, then dexing that first impact point really just follows up by a bunch of dexes and keeping your distance. I'm not even kidding around. Now where it matters is when you lose your ability to create that distance, so now you have to know when all the hits are coming, so you don't get comboed
Into oblivion.
So we'll break this up into sections. You have 3 hits at the beginning, then she'll back off. And this is the really important part. It's these 2 swipes that are the most difficult, followed by that last hang time slash. Now, while the next 2 dexes are supposed to be difficult, they won't be in just a moment. Now the key here is watch her tail. This is kind of like the precursor tail. Because once that tail faces forward, this is where you start your dex. And then align your movement with her fall to the ground. This is going to give you a sort of meaty dex, where you're still able to dodge the attack towards your last active frames of that dex. This is what allows you the time to dex that quickly incoming second attack. Now a little bit faster, and at full speed. And of course we've got that last hang time swipe right here, and the tell is where she stretches out full with her hands all the way in the back, like she's about to clap the biggest piece of roti on the planet. This right here is your dex point. So let's bring this all together, bring in those ding-dings, and most importantly, let's bring in those close quarters. And of course my favorite dirty trick, launch SP2 on wake up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's a bonus. We've got that crazy heavy attack with 3 hits but 2 quick ones at the beginning. So I found that there are 2 ways to dex this heavy attack and none of them are easy. So let's take a look and we'll see which one works best for you. Okay, so this one is the 2 dex version. It only takes 2 and the first dex catches both of those initial back-to-back quick attacks. I mean, this one requires a sharp eye and some razor thin reaction time, as dexing at the last second is absolutely imperative in order to fit both of those attacks into one dex. And at full speed, it really only looks like a frame difference, but as you start to slow it down, you can start to see just how important that frame actually is. Like I said, this one is not easy, and because the distances vary, sometimes she'll be pushed back before she does it, sometimes she's really close. However, if she is far, those are the easier ones to dex. This just requires a lot of practice, training your reaction times, and just trying to get as many as you can. Now, all that being said, I've found holding block on the left and using the right side to align my dex with her leap actually gave me better results. But they weren't perfect. And option 2, this one uses the meaty dex. So you're catching that first hit on the end frame of that dex, and then you have 2 free dexes for the other 2 hits. Now, I'd say this is a more proactive approach, where the other way was a reactive approach by dexing at the very last second. Now, to achieve this, you almost have to know it's coming. So timing your dexes just after you receive a blocked attack help to increase your chances of success. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, I'm mimicking the opponent's movements, but I'm timing these dexes with the impact point of the block. Now, because of block stun, I can't override it with a dex, so you're safe there, but as soon as a frame opens, that's where the magic happens. Now, the triple dex technique is not recommended off of the second medium. There's too much recovery time and it's just going to throw you off and get you comboed
Into oblivion.
Okay, so now it's about practice. Now, how do you practice these? I suggest getting a low-level TIGRA, 3-star or maybe really early 4-star, and just go to the corner with a strong champion and go toe-to-toe. You might even catch a TIGRA by its toe. Similarly, for practicing your dexing with SP2 or SP1, I use a loot cage, relatively low level, but awakened of course, so that you have indestructible if you happen to make a mistake. This way you can increase the amount of time you're practicing those moves without having to restart the practice run too much. So if you liked the video and you want to see more, go ahead and click subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends, your mama, and all that good stuff. Make sure to check out those other episodes and stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip. Oh, Potamus.
Cut your time down when you learn that Dexy time with Dave. Don't rush your fingers, girl. Can't be too late with Dexy time.